You know, in the previous example, we discussed that to find the F inverse, and before that to prove that it is invertible, we found another function g such that FOG is IN and GOF is IY, and we could say yes, it is invertible. What is the other way out to check whether a function is invertible or not? There should be 1, 1 on 2. So in this particular example, you find what is required. Show that the function is 1, 1 on 2 and hence find F inverse. So what is the function given? The given function is 2x minus 1 by 3. Of course, F is defined from set of real number to set of real number. Okay. To prove 1, 1 for 1, 1, to check it is 1, 1 or not, you know, let me take x1 and x2 as any two real numbers such that fx1 equal to fx2. That is 2x1 minus 1 by 3 equal to 2x2 minus 1 by 3. Multiplying both sides by 3, you get 2x1 minus 1 equal to 2x2 minus 1. Cancel minus 1 from both sides. 2x1 equal to 2x2, and obviously x1 equal to x2. So what have we finally proved? That fx1 equal to fx2 implies x1 equal to x2. So clearly the given function f is 1, 1. And now to check that it is onto. How do you check onto? That is, if we choose any value of x, if we could find a value of, if we take any value of y in second set, and we could find out the value of x in the domain such that fx is equal to y, then it is onto. Now what is the definition of the function? Fx is defined as 2x minus 1 by 3. Let me denote y, that y is an element in the range. From here you get the value of x. That we get this y whether there is a corresponding element in the domain or not. So 2x minus 1 equal to 3y, 2x is equal to 3y plus 1, or x is equal to 3y plus 1 by 2. So to each value of y in the range, we can find out a value of x in the domain such that fx is equal to y. Let me verify. For this value of x, let me find again fx, just to confirm. Fx, where x is 3y plus 1 by 2. What is the basic definition of fx? Basic definition of fx is 2x minus 1 by 3. Now let me replace x by 3y plus 1. So you get fx for x is equal to 3y plus 1 by 2, 2 times 3y plus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. And this 2 and 2 cancels. Then 3y plus 1 minus 1, 1 and 1 will cancel. And you can get it, that you will get it equal to y only. So what do you find now? We find that to each value of y in the range of the function, we can get an x in the domain where what is the value of x? 3y plus 1 by 2 such that fx is equal to y. So we can conclude, hence the function f is onto. So the given function f is 1, 1 and onto, so f is invertible. F is invertible. And once we prove f is invertible, then what is f inverse? Then f inverse x is that value of, so what is f inverse of y? F inverse of y is the value which corresponds to y. And what is the value of x we found that time? It was 3y plus 1. So by 2. So f inverse y is 3y plus 1 by 2. So that is f inverse. Now let me tell you that this particular question is there in CBSE sample paper questions in CBSE sample paper and carries 4 marks of work. 4 mark question. Now let me discuss one more example, and before that let me tell you that this is in CBSE sample paper and the weightage is 1 mark. It is a CBSE sample paper 1 mark question. What I want to emphasize here, let me first read the question. We are given a function f such that set of real numbers except minus 3 by 5 to set of real numbers. You are defined a function fx equal to 2x over 5x plus 3. And we have to find out f inverse. He says find f inverse. Now before we find the inverse of a function in general, we always first prove that is invertible. And for that we need to prove that is 1, 1 on 2. Okay. But this being 1 mark question, we have to take it for granted that is invertible and just find f inverse. Okay. Suppose it were 4 mark or 6 mark question. Then you first prove it is invertible and then find f inverse. Now what is the procedure of finding f inverse? Let this be equal to y. Find the corresponding value of x. So you cross multiply etc. That is 2x is equal to y times 5x plus 3. You open up, you get 5xy plus 3y equal to 2x. Collect the coefficient of x on one side. So you will get x times 5y minus 2 equal to minus 3y, or x is equal to, you can easily work out yourself, x is equal to 3y over 2 minus 5y. So this is the value of x corresponding to the value of y. So we can say that f inverse y, the image, pre-image of y, or f inverse is 3y over 2 minus 5y. So this is f inverse.